Good morning, children. How are you all? So, what we have discussed in weather and climate, weather report, weather forecast already I explained you. What are the components of the weather? Maximum, minimum temperature, rainfall, humidity, sunrise, sunset, isn't it? These are the sun and wind of the speed wind. These are the components already we discussed. Now we are coming to, so here what are the instruments used for measuring the temperature? Maximum, minimum. Thermometer is used for measuring the lowest and highest temperature of a place. We use maximum and minimum thermometer, isn't it? How many bulbs are there? Two bulbs are there, U-shaped. Already I explained you how it is, and what are the parts of it. Bulbs contains alcohol, U-tube contains the mercury. Indicators are there, I1 and I2. Already explained you how it works, function, construction of the thermometer plus working of the thermometer already explained you. Next, coming to rain gauge. Rain gauge also explained you. What is rain gauge? Already explained you. How it works already explained you. Rain gauge is used for measuring the rainfall. What are the other names of rain gauge? That is, odometer is there, andrometer is there, pulvinometer is there. These are the names of the rain gauge. Wind speed also explain you. Wind speed and direction of the wind. Direction of the wind, we use anemometer for measuring the wind speed or direction of the wind. Now we are coming to next is humidity. This is over, and this is humidity. What is humidity? Humidity. Suppose you are living in the Vijayawada. How you feel in the Vijayawada? Vijayawada will be in the coastal region only. How you feel? Sweaty, very hot compared to Hyderabad. Isn't it? Compared to Hyderabad, it is very hot place only you can say. So the places which are near to river or coastal regions, what happens? The weather in summer is humid because the evaporation will be fast and the water vapor will be more in the air, moisture will be more in the air. Because of that reason, the humidity will be more, isn't it? In summer season, when you are there in the Vijayawada, you feel sweaty compared to Hyderabad. Now here, what is humidity? Humidity means presence of moisture in the air is called humidity. Presence of moisture in the air. Presence of water vapor in the air. Presence of moisture in the air is called humidity. Presence of water vapor in the air, presence of moisture in the air is called humidity. Now take a test tube. Heat water. Take the water in the test tube and heat it on the Bunsen burner. What happens when the water heated, when it starts boiling, you will get the smoke which contains the water vapor. This water vapors reaches into the sky, into the air. Reaches into the air, isn't it? Due to the, now in the same way, how the water gets heated, in the same way, the water gets heated due to the sun's heat and evaporated. This evaporated water reaches to the air in the form of water vapor. So the quantity of moisture in the air, is called humidity. It is measured by using an instrument, that is what you call it, hygrometer. So where the evaporation will be more where the water bodies are there. In the coastal regions, the water rivers will be there, lakes will be there, isn't it? Water bodies will be there. So in that evaporation is more. So in such areas, humidity will be more. Why? Because the moisture is more there in the air. Water vapor is more in the air. The percentage of water vapor is more in the air. Because of that reason, the humidity will be more in that area. The people will feel sweaty, isn't it? So now what is the normal humidity actually? 50% will be normal humidity. If it exceeds, the humidity is more. So if the humidity is more, you feel uncomfortable. Understood? Got my point? You feel uncomfortable. So humidity, what is humidity? Percentage of water vapor in the air is called humidity. The amount of water vapor in the air is called humidity. The amount of moisture in air is called humidity, or the presence of water vapor in air is called humidity. Here I gave you one example. Heat water. When you heat the water, it starts boiling. It comes out in the form of smoke. That smoke contains water vapor. So water changes into water vapor. Water changes into water vapor. Where this water vapor reaches in the air. In the same way, from the water bodies also, due to heat of the sun, the water gets evaporated. And where this water vapor reaches in the air only. Isn't it? So that is the reason in coastal regions the humidity will be more and the people will feel sweaty. Isn't it? Now we are coming to, here it is given, the report temperature and rainfall is given for two places. Temperature and rainfall is given for two places, that is Ramgundam and Arogyavaram. The temperature is given for two places. Here you are seeing this Ramgundam, Arogyavaram. About the rainfall and temperature is given for you. About rainfall and about the temperature, January till December month. January till December month, the rainfall and the temperature is given for you. Here by seeing this, you can tell that is for about 25 years. They have taken this temperature for 25 years. Who will observe these weather conditions? Who will observe these weather conditions? IMD, Indian Meteorological Department. Indian Meteorological Department only collect the weather data. They only collect the weather data. So here the average temperature and rainfall for the 25 years they have collected. Now here two places are given for you, Ramgundam and Arogyavaram. Ramgundam and Arogyavaram. Arogyavaram, two places given from January till December month, it is given for you. So here what they gave here is about the temperature is given for you in Celsius. Temperature given for you in Celsius. Here also temperature is given for you in Celsius. Okay. Now here rainfall also is given for you. Rainfall also given for you. Rainfall is given for you in millimeters. Smallest unit. Rainfall in millimeters. Rainfall also is given for you. Now here, what is this? You are seeing here the temperature in the Arogyavaram, in which month the temperature is highest. That is in the month of May, it is highest temperature recorded. In the month of May, highest temperature recorded. That is 41 degrees Celsius. 41 degrees Celsius in the month of May, it is recorded the highest temperature. In the month of May, here it is. In the month of May, it is recorded highest temperature. Now the lowest temperature, in which month the lowest temperature is recorded here? See, in the month of which month? January month. January month is the lowest temperature, that is 30 degrees Celsius. January month, 30 degrees Celsius is the lowest temperature recorded. In the same way, rainfall also. In the same recorded highest rainfall here is September, October, November. September, October, November recorded highest rainfall. That is about 11 millimeters. 11 millimeters highest rainfall recorded here in this month. Now next coming to Aarogyavaram. In Aarogyavaram, what is the maximum temperature recorded in Aarogyavaram is in the May month 33 degrees Celsius. So this temperature and rainfall, the data is collected. Over 25 years they collected the data. Based on this, the climate will be decided. So climate of this month is, the climate of this month is, this place is hot. In the summer season it is hot. In the rainy season it will be good rains you will get in this region, isn't it? So this is what is a climate? The average weather conditions recorded over a period of 25 years is a climate of that particular place. Is a climate for that particular place. So what they observe, all conditions, all components they observe in the place. Temperature will be the rainfall, humidity, isn't it? All these components consisting of the climate of that place, isn't it? They take the temperature, they take the rainfall of that place, they take the humidity of that place, they take the speed of the wind also, wind speed also, over a period of 25 years. That is called the climate of that place. Now for example, if you observe here you see the Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir, you feel cold weather in the winter season, even snowfall also will be there in the season. That is the climate of that place. And Rajasthan, if you see the Rajasthan, what is the climate of the Rajasthan? Hot and dry. The climate of this place is hot and dry climate you will see in the Rajasthan, isn't it? So, and Kolkata, in Kolkata humidity is humid. The place is humid in Kolkata. The climate is humid. The climate is humid. In the same way, you can Ooty, Mysore, Ooty, Mussoorie. These are hill stations. In winter season, heavy rainfall will take place. The climate of these places are cool, pleasant, isn't it? The pleasant climate you will get in these states, isn't it? So, Ooty, Mussoorie, these places will have in winter season heavy rainfall will be there. Shimla, the climate of this place is cool. Understood? So here we have seen this. Now coming to climate and lifestyle. Our lifestyle depends upon the climate only. We wear the dress. Climate means our dressing as well as food. That is called climate and lifestyle. According to the climate only, we wear the dress. According to the climate only, we take the food also. Climate and lifestyle. According to the climatic conditions only, we change our lifestyle. Lifestyle means dress as well as food. In hot season, in summer season, we like to wear cotton clothes, light colored cotton clothes we like to wear. We feel comfortable, isn't it? We like to take what? Cold drinks, juices, ice creams, more, isn't it? So in summer season, we wear the dress. Can you wear in summer season woolen clothes? No, we can't. So we wear the dress according to the climatic conditions and we eat the food also according to the climatic conditions. In winter season, we like to wear woolen fabrics only, isn't it? We like to wear woolen fabrics and we like to take hot food, isn't it? We take the hot food in winter season. Understood? Now, suppose if you are going to Ooty or Kashmir. What type of clothes you will keep in your luggage? What type of clothes you will keep in luggage? See, climate is very cool in these places. We keep mufflers, we keep gloves, monkey caps, long coats, overcoats, isn't it? Woolen sweaters. We keep all such woolen fabrics. We keep in our luggage. Now the climatic changes we are observing. Why the climate is shifting, the weather is shifting, the seasons are shifting. Why the seasons are shifting? We are not getting timely rains. We are not getting timely rains. Reason why we are not getting the timely rains? Due to the human activity, human interference with the nature only, we are not getting timely rains, isn't it? The seasons are changing, isn't it? So change of seasons you are observing. Some places since 2 years, 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, they are not getting rains at all. And the water bodies are dries up. That water body places, that place they are using either for agriculture or construction site they are using. Isn't it? Why these changes are happening? What is the reason? We are cutting down the forest. Global warming is more. Because of that reason the seasons are changing. Isn't it? And one more thing, when they get heavy rains, now after 2-3 years we are getting heavy rains, there is no way to drain out the water. Like Mirpet happened, last month happened. But the houses are flooded with the water or submerged in the water. There is no way to drain out the water. That is what you call this situation we faced last month, isn't it? So, if we get, because of these seasonal changes only such things happen. Thank you. Have a nice day, children.